Hey guys, it's Michael Valentino from Crusader Caravans in Campbellfield, Victoria. I have something exciting to show you. We've just had an MY25 Musketeer Warrior. This guy identifies at DC 14957. It has a tear weight of 2083, a ball weight of a measly 155, so heaps to load up there, and an ATM of 2600 kilos on an independent rated suspension at 2.6 tonne from the team at Teco Tough Ride. We are measuring this from tip of the A-frame to back of the spare wheel at 7.8 meters. And this guy here features a black pack. There is a heap to go through, so you better pay attention. This van is my absolute favorite van to have hit the dealership for the MY25 range. Take a look. What an absolute weapon. This Musketeer Warrior is a single axle version of the infamous Musketeer range. The Musketeer is just out of this world for MY25. It features the same standardized construction that you can expect from Crusader with an XPS insulative frame. It has one piece, 40mm R7 rated roof from the tip of the body all the way to the back of the body. It is one wrap, and the body shape is completely different for the MY25 range. People ask, how can you keep improving a caravan, a box on wheels, something that's been built for centuries? Well, Crusader Caravans has certainly come to the pass and actually done something to make something a little bit different within the range. This thing here is sexy, it's hot. There's not really much PG other framework I can give as far as words for this van. This thing is just out of this world. And on camera, I'm sure it looks good, but in person, this thing is astonishing. The look, the feel, the vibe. There's just nothing in the Australian market that's built here in Ausland that is actually as good as this. I just am failed to be amazed every time Crusader happen to do anything like this. Let me show you some things that I love with it. So, monocoque-like construction. So we've got a one-piece 40mm XPS roof from here to the other corner. We did the little run before. We don't have to do it again. We have a 40mm floor, XPS, fully insulated, fiberglass top, fiberglass bottom, no timber. Water resistant, superior as far as insulative ability, and of course, hail resistant. Not that we can get coverage for it anyway here as being a caravan dealership. Insurance companies don't look too fondly upon us. Got too many caravans in stock, you see, too much of a risk. So, no risk at all. We've got this guy. We have a global awning all on the door side, of course, and it pulls out to about that 2.4 meters to give you full outdoor entertainment. We have one piece floor, one piece sidewall, one piece roof in that monocoque-like build, and we have a fiberglass wall on the other side, of course. So it's fiberglass inner, fiberglass outer, and XPS foam on the inside. It is non-ingressible, as in it will never lose shape. It'll never lose form, it'll never break down with any water as such, which is why insurance companies like your big three, you know, your RACV, your CILs, your CGUs, all the 10% off, I believe, for having this sort of construction. If they're willing to give you money back for the way something's built, certainly worth looking at. Stop listening to me talk, Johnson, so let me just show you why I love it. So, drop down legs on all four corners, of course. We have a 450 MPa grade of steel Monument paint, which means Monument, of course, is a colour-bond colour, or traditionally known as colour-bond colour, which means you can grab any of your touch-up paints from any Bunnings across Australia. We have the 6-inch A-frame running all the way back to the wheels, and then a 6-inch chassis as well, so it's like 12-inch substructure. It is a 450 MPa grade of steel, 3mm Australian steel, of course, and the guys at Intel have accompanied that with a 16-inch tyre, with a 12-inch brake, a 2.6 tonne Tough Ride Australian-made suspension from the team at Teco, fitted off very much in-house. We have people from Intel affiliated with the people at Teco and Crusader affiliated with the team at Intel. So it's very inbred, but in the best way possible. Not the bad way. Come with me, let's go. We have, on the front of the caravan, just admire the shape of this thing. This is hot. This little guy wraps all the way through, and you can see those sharp angles. Crusader's traditionally known for the wraps or the curves. This is sharp, and this thing is ready to roll. Things that I love about it. The guys at Crusader have listened. They've gone with something different. We've got bash plates on the front of our toolbox. That means that your van's never going to wither. It's never going to look any older than what it currently looks like. I can't keep looking at the front of this thing. It's just so cool. We've got a powder-coated black toolbox, of course. On the door side here, a little bit hard to see. We've got little signage and whatnot to show how special we are. We have a slide out for a traditional barbecue. This is typically for the new webbers. The Crusaders listen to obviously the feedback. They jump on the forums to see what you guys are up to, and that will fit that guy there. And we strap it over with a ratchet strap. Hold him in, and then on this side we've kept the gas bottles nice and secure. So we've got 2 9-kilo gas bottles in there. Again, holds in place, slide out tray, easier on the arms, easier on the eyes as well. A-frame, of course, all the way through, a 6-inch A-frame. Love these little cutaways. So we've got a 50mm ball. I'd be very surprised if most customers aren't upgrading to the DO35, but you know, we've got to start drawing costs somewhere. Definitely something to consider with the independent. We're running a 12-pin plug with an Anderson plug through a DC to DC charger. Wait till I tell you about the electrical. We have a handbrake here. We have our breakaway, trail safe, that's powered with the Caravan batteries, and what a power system it is. Wait till you see it. We have, all the way back, our A-frame continuing, and on this side of the Caravan, that same sexy appeal continues. I just love it, absolutely love it. We have a breaker like so. We have a mains inlet like so. We have a tunnel boot all the way through, heap of storage in there with a little ripper jack there, compliance plate on the other side, and our gas line for our gas bayonet for outside cooking. We have underslung battery on the offside, out of sight, out of mind. This little guy's tucked away. It is an 80 amp breaker up like so, and then I believe we're running, just keeping an eye out for it. Where are we? I can't see how many amps this guy is. It's too new. I believe we're going to come back to this. We're going to mention it inside. We've got 2 main water fillers. It's the first time I've been stumped on camera. That's what happens when you get something so breathtakingly amazing. We have these beautiful little additions. These things are absolutely awesome. I think they just accent the van. You know, little things like this cost, and people go, "Oh, who cares?" At the end of the day, like, it's just so pretty. Like, it makes the van feel thought of. It's just, and there have. Wait till you see what we've got to show you inside. Featuring on this van are the upgraded Mobi-Cool Dometic aluminium frame windows. So there's 2 versions. You can get the plastic, you can get the aluminium, and Crusader have gone, let's stop asking and start demanding. So we want the aluminium. What do you think? No, we want the aluminium. We're not worried about what you think. Aluminium. So these are these guys here, notably different, aluminium, very fine finish. If your frames are coming off like that, they're a plastic. You can tell as well, that if it's got cold to the touch, we're aluminium. Very different clicking system, so it has 3 clicks on the outer, no locking knobs, but you can see you've got your little catch on the inside that it doesn't work on a magnet, it works on a gripper catch. The black trim in the 2025s, typically people are used to seeing the Crusaders with the high rise black. Crusaders shrunk this down, and what they've done is that money that was here, they've put back into that. This whole side wrap decal is just super, super impressive. Double glazed Dometic windows, double glazed Dometic window in the kitchen, and on the roof we have an omnidirectional TV antenna as well as an Arizon panel up there as well for our solar. I believe we're running with 2 200-watt solar panels on this guy, and that's going to be charging the battery on the outside via a, can't tell you, you've got to wait till you see it inside because you just won't believe what we're actually throwing in these things now. We have a 28-litre stainless steel hot water service from the team at Swift. It is gas, it is electric. It is a self-serving unit, so there's no sacrificial anode in this in the conventional sense. So this guy here is a quick recovery unit. Turn it on, works, gas, electric, caravan park, free camp, you're covered. Down here, whoo, we have a pump that allows you to pick and choose from what water tanks you want to drink from at any time. You just switch the valves. We have a mains pressure system, so you plug it into there, and then that gives you your mains water pressure. We have a 110-litre grey tank, as well as 2 110-litre drinking tanks. We have a bypass valve as standard on the MY25s. No one's giving you that as far as an MY25 van goes, and we are running full PVC framework, or pipe work, I should say, through our entire Caravan. Most Caravan manufacturers are using a flexi tube but not Crusader. In-house plumbers, in-house electricians, we own our people. We're not using third-party contractors for the stuff that matters. You wouldn't like if you paid an electrician to come over and he starts subbing in out to all his friends just because he could make a little bit of money like that. So we hire our sparkists, we hire our electricians, they're our people, they rock up to work, they're the same people every single day. Yes, it costs a little bit more, but I tell you what, the quality and the fact that Mr. John or Mr. Twan or Mr. Steve are the people who keep coming into work, and if they start the van, they're the one to finish the van. They're the same people day in and day out, and they're the same people that get to see the vans come back for servicing and fixing and helping and upgrading, so they know that, hey, I worked on that van. And there's a sense of ownership. It's just amazing to see in an industry where contractors are fraught. This is the best way to do it. Toilet, talk to me. We have the Dometic unit. It's a CTS 41110. Thank you very much for testing me. And someone's opened it inside, which means I can't pull it out. But take my word for it, it's a cassette that pulls out. It has a little handle, and it goes good, 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 like that, and it's awesome. It's fantastic. I love it. And the sound's optional, of course, as always. Come with me. You won't believe this thing. Very hard to see on camera. Very hard to see on camera. But you can catch it as you come through here. You can see the bum, right? And normally you're not supposed to look at the bum, or at least not get caught looking at the bum, as so I'm told. However, on the bum here, it's just so wide, it's massive. It really highlights itself, and the way the guys have tapered the composite to come down is just fantastic. The amount of work that's gone into that, and why I'm so excited to show you, and why I'm so pumped up and energetic about this whole van, is this thing's just so awesome to look at. Every time I look at it, I capture some little detail that's just fantastic. Like, you gotta make, 5 years we've done the same sort of stuff, and this is just, it's new, it's exciting, it's vibrant, it's sexy. There's nothing more to it really. It's awesome. So we've got our rear sequential lights. We have our wireless camera with sound, of course. We have our rear decal on the back there, just finishing that whole entire wrap, and Crusader branding across to show everyone across that you have picked the manufacturer of the year for 2024 Caravan, built with nothing but XPS foam insulation, and just proud people at Crusader Caravans putting their hand up saying, we're so happy to be part of building one of the best caravans to hit the Australian network in the last 20 years. Spare wheel holder, of course, over-engineered, absolutely off its dial. This thing has got so much reinforcement on it, it's not going anywhere. It's a 4-arm bumper bar across the range with Crusader Caravans for the MY25s, and it's just awesome. It's a different way of looking at things, and the guys at Intel have taken that feedback on board, and it's fantastic. We have that rear body continues. I just keep talking about it, but God, it's so good. We have our mechanic door. Don't look inside, just calm down, it's a slow process. Beautiful door from the team at Kamek. And we have our tri-lock security door, of course, with reinforced mesh. Boom, and boom. Bargman handle, conventional, typical standard. You've got a light on the inside that triggers a step. You've got a bright white light. We have a step pull in and out like so. Our clearance lights run across, typically as you'd expect. Tires on this side, jacking points just down here next to the step. We have a favorite feature of mine. Very, very silly, but I just love it. I know I say it every video, but I love it. It is a picnic table with no keys. And you would think, whoo, what an amazing idea. Why would we be so excited about that? Because keys are an absolute nightmare, and these guys have made the one less key that everyone doesn't need a key for without a key. How cool is that? You get outside, pop it down, and it looks absolutely awesome. Black powder coat, as you'd expect. We have our windows on the door side, as well as annex light. Annex lights, so we've got 2 annex lights on the Musketeers on the outside for outside entertainment. You'll notice no outside speakers. And you'll notice on the inside, we have no inside speakers. And you notice we finally have ditched the radio. It's 2025. Why have we got speakers? Why are we using radios? Everyone's running with Starlink gear. Everyone's running with optional Bluetooth on their phone. I was massively passionate about making this step forward. The amount of customers that don't use them, don't utilize them for what they're used for, and the sound that comes out of them because they're fixed on the van body, to my opinion, I think there's so much better Bluetooth systems out there. Everyone's Bluetoothing everything nowadays. So inside we have this awesome little thing that I will show you, but calm down. And in here, the most important feature ever, my coffee. Or the TV hutch. So we have, the TV goes like so. It's a brand new TV bracket from the team at Majestic. We have a normal supply power point like so, and we have a TV connection as well as 12-volt connection as well. Slightly different doors as well on the MY 2025s for the picnic table, the tunnel boot TV hutch, and toilet door. This is our tunnel boot, like so. So we're running at a payload of 517 kilos here. Again, Musketeer Warrior, compliance up the wazoo. These guys at Crusader have a full-time compliance officer to make sure things, little incremental changes like smoke detectors, like weighing individual vans once completed, not adding things after it like we keep seeing from manufacturer to manufacturer and people getting caught out with weight. So we're giving you absolutely top compliance, top expectation, and we get, we audit, self-audit over and over again. As soon as there's a new system, a new RV master, this or that from the team at the CIV, put our hands up. We're ready. We want it. We want it. Come do it. Make us better. I'll see you inside. So what's powering this van? Great question. It's all the rage at the moment. Everyone's putting in these systems of bits and bobs, no brand name sort of stuff. Not Crusader though. Crusader Caravans have listened. We've heard customer feedback. We've heard the demand. We want to be the market leaders. We are the market leaders. Second largest caravan manufacturer in all of Australia currently. So what does that mean? Let's find the best people to power caravans with. That is, voila. It is a Victron system. No matter how big or small you want it, the guys at Victron and Caravan, supported with us of course, we have gone for a full Victron system. We've got a 240 volt charger. We have a solar controller. We have a DC to DC charger. We have non-essential fuses, essential fuses. Some would argue all the fuses are essential. We have a Servo GX powering an HDMI lead up and through to the display panel, which we'll get to. And this system here, if you want to be able to add to it, make it bigger, make it smaller. I wouldn't imagine making smaller is a good idea, but you can make it just because we can. Just prove we can have the power. It is running with a 150 amp Caravan battery, lithium of course, powering this system. So you want to go for an inverted system, you want to put a little bit more in it, put a lot more in it. It's really up to you. This is the first van to roll for production line. Crusader Caravans are always continuously working on continuous improvement programs. Things like a cover to protect that area is something that is well and truly in the works, and by the time you pick up your 2025 Caravan, I'm sure it won't be a problem. Let me show you this van. This thing is nuts. Small little changes make all the difference, and the girls and guys at Crusader, mainly girls, thank you girls, have finally sat down with the guys and said, boys, you need to know how to make a van look better. And with the help of the team and the people, this thing is just, it is awesome. Upholstered bedhead all the way down with this green suede look. You don't like green, you don't have to have it. That's completely fine too. It looks cozy as heck in here. There's something like the team gets in here to start PDing and they're like, hey man, I could probably just have a snooze. I'm like, hey, you can't. Please get back to work. Bad idea. We're busy, busy, busy. Now, we have cupboards. We've gone to a full depth cupboard, of course, all the way through. That roof wraps all the way down. So you have a heap of room above the bed. And with the bed as well, as far as being able to actually utilize what you've got here, you've got two rocket fans either side of the bed, at the bed head. We have our reading lights with USBs. Now again, featuring black packs. If you don't like the black, we have plenty more to choose from. Pop-off panels like you'd see, and then a little bit hard to see because we've got bedding and stuff, but well, we have our soft closing drawers. So we've got drawers either side of the bed, and they are soft closing. So the only knock point people tend to try and get Crusader on it, Caravan shows you, oh, soft closing drawers. Can you guys do soft closing drawers? We'd love to buy a van, but we really want soft closing drawers. Sick of hearing it. So, we're doing it. These are soft closing drawers, and there's bloody heaps of them in the kitchen. So, we have one. That's suave, mate. We have metal-sided runners, 1, 2, polycomp base and back, and a ply-fronted front board. Optional, of course, as far as colours are concerned, and we have this awesome system that locks in. We've been with the same handle supply forever, and we're still with them, but we're looking for something and looked for something that's a little bit different, and this is awesome. So whether you're rough, everyone's always saying, Mark, you're a bit rough on camera, but we can see the quality of the van. Check this out, because there's not a manufacturer alive that does this. You're not going to believe this. Yes, not a massive drawer. However, it is a drawer. Crusader could have just left a flap and done what most caravan manufacturers do and give you just enough that you'd expect. But no, we know what sort of money you're parting with. We know what quality is expected of the manufacturer of the year of 2024. So, in our 2025 product, we give you that little bit more. It is awesome. I know you're probably looking down over here on the bench, but you just got to wait. It takes time. We've got 2 burner cooktop with induction from the team at Thetford. We have the demand. We saw everyone keep trying to remove ovens or change cooktops or ask for induction. With like, we need to give them both. That way you have flexibility, you have complete autonomy of your own decisions as far as what you want to do with it and where you want to cook and how you want to cook as well. So yes, we do have an oven optional. Obviously we lose a few drawers, but this is awesome. We have a massive Mobico window, lockout, down, and it does the 3, 1, 2, 3, back in. PowerPoints. You notice how light and bright it is under here? The Musketeer Warrior has strip lighting all the way through that's dimmable on both sides, standard within the Musketeer. The level of upgrades in this van today, as of 2024, for 2025, out of this world. Range hood, typically what you'd expect. Talking about overhead cupboards, look how neat and clean this thing is. So this is your electrical overhead cupboard. You've still got 3 over the seat. Fuse, so we have individually fused lines for our solar as per the compliance certificate, compliance expectations of November. Disconnect for the solar as well, so fully compliant. If your van you're buying doesn't have something like this, definitely be asking questions. Camera switch to turn the wireless camera on, gas, electric hot water. We have a Horton Bel Air controller, so that is powering above my head here. Our true reverse cycle Horton 2800 true reverse cycle heater and air conditioner. We have a switch for our microwave and a wireless receiver for our sphere lighting module to be able to control our lights, but we've mounted the remotes in this particular van so customers can walk in and have a bit of a play. Some of these features in this, we'll be here for an hour and a half, so I hope you're ready, so buckle in. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers in this thing. It is massive. Plumbing, check this out. All PVC with smell traps across all of our outlets. So that's our kitchen sink, ensuite basin, shower waste as well. So it's got a smell trap. You're not going to be standing there smelling it. And it's all PVC. No one's doing that. No one's offering you that. No one's giving you this for that sort of price. Or they do, but you don't look in the cupboard until you get home. And you go, ooh, what happened there? Black tap, it's a powder coated black. So a little bit different to what people have expected from the Crusader team. This is an absolutely gorgeous thing. There's a few really awesome features that Crusader can offer with some of the color choices. We've gone for a black pack in this particular van. Microwave, it has no plate. Very hard to see, but no plate. So that just keeps everything nice and tidy. Nothing to take out. We have our L-shaped lounge within our Musketeer Warrior. The L-shaped lounge is probably most people's preference within a single axle van, but we also have another van called a Camelot. You'll see that video very, very soon. The seating in here is absolutely fully and beautifully comfortable. The upholstery probably helps because it is a premium grade, and the style that we've demanded from the team that we work with, the supplier we work with, they've absolutely gone above and beyond. This is absolutely stunning. And the way they've done it with less joins and less like corner stuff, it just looks so clean. So we've got this absolutely beautiful pinstriping down here and that green. I would never pick green if I sat down and did colors for anyone, but seeing it, I can't think of anyone who's going to walk in and go, nah, I won't have that, don't like it. Above your head, Miss Lovely Camera Lady, we have a hatch. The hatch has obviously got blockouts left and right with screens, as well as just in front of the hatch, we have a photosensitive, fully compliant smoke detector. So it doesn't seem like much, but that brand new compliance came in recently and we were way ahead of the times. We also have in here a pressurization system to make sure that as you're driving, you pop it up. That is a little scupper vent that's like so. Very, very old school, just like the Trojans. It pops up as you drive. Air comes into the Caravan via this hole. It pops up like so, and it's very loud. It then just closes when you're not using it, but as you're driving, it's coming in, and it's positive air pressure and pressurizes the Caravan through vents like that we can't block, of course. TV, it's a 24-inch Majestic for all you TV lovers, i.e. myself. That is being powered, and used via a 12-volt socket up like so with an aerial connection. And the TV, of course, has your Netflix, your stands, all the fun stuff. We strap that up on our display unit, so when we go on Caravan show, we don't have to remove stuff, we just strap it up. But of course, with the Crusader badge on, you really should be removing your TV. On this, I might jump to the other side just to give you an idea, but first, before I do, check this thing out. This thing here is just a little pocket, and it doesn't seem like much, but just for size comparison, it gives you a little bit of, just a little bit of storage, whether it be books or DVDs or remotes or whatever it may be. No one's ever going to not make use of a little pocket, you know? Why not? My favourite thing. We've got this little silver button here. And if you press it, the Caravan explodes. Well, maybe not explodes. Maybe the light just turns off, but you know, it could explode. As you press it, I'm pressing it too many times, we have off and on. It is just such a little subtle thing, and it doesn't, like, it's not on your face like, dimmer switch. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous, it's exemplary. It's perfect for the manufacturer of the year of Caravan, of course. Now, check this white thing out. Cool. I'm just winging this at this point, simply because I don't know how this dock actually works, but I do know what this is. This is a Furion wireless speaker. It is being powered via our lovely gentleman on the wall, just like so. And if we hold it down, I'm sure a very non-generic voice will say Bluetooth pairing mode. Or, I believe we can hold this down and it turns into a flashlight. Or press it, just like so. The use of this to that of a radio with speakers in the roof that really are just a bit tinny, if you can say it, is so much better. And because it's white, it's not in your face, it's not going, look at me, I'm a radio. And then when you're done and you go to the beach, and this was my point all along, is if we have something like this, customers can take this outside, groove, boogie, listen to Angus yelling the tracks of the old AC/DC, if that's what you guys are listening to still. And when you're done, you just put it back up and click it in place and it charges. How easy is that? It's so easy. And then it's got these USBs out here in case you feel like plugging an iPhone or an Android into it, then you can actually, like, just do that boogie or whatever you guys do. I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm still working in Caravan, so I'll be not boogieing for a very long time. We have reading lights with USB chargers left and right of our lounge and a big window. A big window. Our table can move around. It goes left to right, does the ups and downs, all that sort of stuff. It does a swivel McGills. Swivel McGills. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. And then theoretically, if we give it a press, we can drop them down. Not that it's really going to do too much as far as an extra bed conversion, but hey, it's always good to know what your van does when you buy it. Come this way, because we haven't even shown you some of the coolest features inside this van. What's this thing? This is a 220 litre Thetford compressor fridge. And it's already cold. It's been on for about 20 minutes. So clearly impressing me. One thing I love about this fridge, besides the thing I'm about to show you, is there's no screen. I found a little bit harder with the Dometic sort of stuff when people were using it, especially being the guy that's at the end of the video going, if you have any issues, just give us a call. The screen made it a little bit hard for people using it, certain age demographic, and even the younger guys were, you know, press, and sort of it would really frustrate them. The Thetford I find to be an absolutely easy to use product. There's controls at the top. You just press the stuff. You press, you know, the actual controls themselves, and you can actually increase, decrease. It's really straightforward. Awesome little system, and it's very, very subtle in its appearance. It's not a gloss black, it's a matte black. It's stunning, so awesome choice. And then it's got this little travel thing. Check this out. Cocoon. And then they're the grunting sounds I imagine people will try and make, but I'm just pretending. Of course, we have this drawer. Ready? Don't calm down. This is really, really cool, but life-changing. This is our freezer. Check this thing out. How cool is that? So to have it, you know, being able to reach, I'm not tall at all, and although the van has an 80-inch ceiling, right, and it looks beautiful inside. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but I just have to really just make sure we understand how gorgeous this van is. You can move and change all of your spots, all of your storage and stuff. It is awesome. So 220 litres. In the Musketeer from 2024, we had a 186, and in the top tier vans, the Excaliburs, we had 220. So 220 litre fridge freezer combo from the team at Thetford is just fantastic. It's absolutely breathtaking, to be completely frank. Down, we have the back end of our hot water service. Nothing too exciting, but we've got check valves and stuff in there so you can isolate all your water sources in case you're putting it in storage, or you need to be able to muck around with it, or whatever it may be. And we have a power lead, of course, that is being powered through our PowerPoint underlay. So we've gone away from the piano hinging for the 2024 stuff. 2025 is the year of the new hinges. These are pressed inset screws, so their doors actually made with these particular like press plugs into the door, so it's not a matter of just screwing it, it's actually inset rebated. A lot of work's gone into this sort of stuff, and it allows us to give that flush finish. Really taking that up to another level. As I said, you walk into these vans and you'd swear it's another manufacturer and the price should be another 25 grand. But we'll only charge what we're supposed to. We have footrest, kukung, like so. And really great if you're laying across this area here, hubby, wife, sister, child, whatever it may be is there. Gives you another little area to be able to pop your feet on the lounge. Things that people love, and I know you're getting excited, you can see the mirror behind me, but you need us to slow down. There's so much to see. This is awesome. So we have full rebated and recessed cupboards. Massive storage with lips. Why? Because we listen. I know, it's amazing to think, but we do. I promise, we do. We listen, we listen, we listen. We provide every little bit of feedback. Michael, make sure you pass on. We've done it. Like, you can just tell it's just stunning, 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 stunning. And the door material matches the wall framing. Little things like this, the extra cost and allocation is just fantastic. Check this out. These are the details. No one does this. You ready? Watch. All one color. This area, when it closes off, is literally one area. No one's doing that. Standard sliding white door that blocks that area off, clearly, you know, makes it seem you've got a door up. You can take a photo in here with that door up and it still looks amazing. Have a look at this. This is our wireless light switch remote, like so. Right, we press these buttons and it's wirelessly triggering a relay that's then turning these off and on. This is my favorite thing, but I haven't got anything to show you with it. But let's pretend this is a set of keys. Oh my God. The little pocket that everyone thought wasn't accessible, we've just made accessible. This is actually Sergio Valentino from Crusader Caravans Manager Directing Team's personal influence here. Always loses his keys. Shock him with the keys. Need a spot for the keys. Spot for the keys. Done it. Launched the vans. Job done. Nothing else to change. Girls took over, enacted a few more changes, and voila, here we are. Victron Musketeers. Wait till you see the ensuite. It's out of this world. Roller blind on the door. And we have our servo system up like so. If I get to the beautiful looking screen. So currently we're not plugged into power. Our panels are undercover because we're filming, making it much more concise. We've got negative 10.7 amps of discharge. We have 85% of our battery. It's 13.1 in the van. And we've got 140 watts worth of discharge leaving it to feed the Caravan to power the van. We have a fire extinguisher just on the floor here, like so. And then 4 sets of cupboards behind me and a mains isolator switch just like so to flick it on and off. It is mad in here. You really need to come and take a look. You'll absolutely love it. The ensuite in here, I don't know what they've done to get it, but this floor space, just before I even really jump in, is massive. Check this out. Never seen anyone do that in a Musketeer Warrior, have you? I mean, you have, but have they ever done it in boots? Great question. Leave them in the comments below. Black tapware. We have a brand new sink with a white inset. The splashback goes all the way up, and Vince and his team at Crusader, check out the caulking on this thing. They've actually matched everything up. It's actually done and installed by professional caulkers. Again, an explosion switch. So you've got all these different settings. You can turn things on and off. If you don't want it so white and bright, I would have this on the dim mode every single night, especially if you're one of these get up in the middle of the night, use a toilet sort of people. That's mad. Hard to probably watch what I'm saying here when there's that many mirrors over here. Check this thing out. So this is the Musketeer standard ensuite within all of the range. Musketeer Warrior is a little bit hard. Musketeer Palace a little bit harder. Obviously, it's family van, a little bit more difficult. But check this thing out. It is absolutely out of this world. You're probably thinking, what's behind there? Nothing. Well, you'd be wrong. You're going to get excited. Check this. It's a full-blown shaving cabinet with lips. You can pop toothbrushes. Here's some props I prepared earlier. The soap thing. Anything you want. It's amazing. The world is your oyster. And then the thing is, it goes all the way across. And with these new hinging systems, these things allow us to be able to turn these things open and use them. I just cannot get around or cannot understand how they've gone to a 40mm roof. They've gone to an 80-inch ceiling height. Obviously that was standard, but we've gone to these exemplary build fit outs. And we've got a 2.6-ton independent suspension as a standard. This thing weighs just under 2.1 ton. You've got a payload over 500 kilos. And you get to have a fully composite caravan. There's nothing, well, no one else I believe that can offer you that level of comfort and that level of style and sophistication, and give you something that looks as so well finished and beautiful as this van. Don't mind me. Look at the ergonomics. The clearance. Woof. Love that. We have a 3.2 kilo Aussie Traveller washing machine. This guy pops off. A little bit of storage there, of course. Hide some cash, whatever works for you. Probably none left after you spent it on your beautiful Victron upgraded system. PVC piping all the way. Our washing line as far as water. Hot and cold water, of course, to the sink. Beautiful tapware. Some of the tapware, I know we skipped over in the kitchen, but there's so much you can talk about. And the guys and girls there have picked the most awesome gooseneck stuff. It's just gorgeous. Press this. Cocoon. And you've still got a heap of floor space here. I actually don't know genuinely how they've done this, to be honest, because everything looks the same. The way they've done it to give you this is just out of this world. Ceramic bowl on the toilet. So it's a ceramic Dometic CTS 100. And popping like so. So it's a ceramic bowl in here. And plastic seat from the team at Dometic. We missed the manual there, my friends. Now, in our shower, we have a one-piece fiberglass cubicle. It is, I believe, an Aussie made and blown cubicle. We have fiberglass here. The edge here is fiberglass that penetrates that area. And then we have black framework, glass, not perspex, glass, opaque. We obviously protect our shower floor. Just want to make sure whoever buys this lovely unit, you lucky duck, is well and truly protected for the fiberglass shower floor. So fiberglass starts here, fiberglass ends here. It's one piece all the way around. It's an 80-inch ceiling height, which means you can adjust your shower head like so, all the way up. Oop. People often go, oh, Michael, can you know, there's fortunately taller people, thanks Mum and Dad, have the ability to be able to, or ask to, can we raise the shower head all the way up? This is as high as it goes without going through the ceiling. We have an evacuation and input vent, fan vents, as you can hear it on right now. Turn him off. Above my head, and then one above the toilet as well. Inside the Musketeer range as a standard that continues across the 24 range. It is just amazing as to what they've been able to fit inside of a caravan of this size. So again, measurements at the start of the video, but this is that conventional sort of 17 foot, 10, 18 foot 6 sort of van, depending on, you know, again, measurements and all that sort of stuff as to where you're dragging the line through. But it's absolutely astounding. I don't think anyone's giving you an induction cooktop or giving you soft close, doors and drawers. It's just out of this world. And I cannot encourage you enough more to come and check out the MY 2025 Musketeer range. If you want something a little bit bigger, we have plenty to offer. There was heaps more videos coming out, and please pop down, have a chat with me, have a chat with my staff, have a chat with the people that don't want to sell you a van. Yeah, ultimately you're going to buy a caravan. Ultimately we're going to have a coffee, we're going to shake a hand, we're going to buy something. But ultimately for us, it's about cultivating a relationship, joining a family relation with us and making sure that you are looked after like we would our own. It's making sure that the van you get is not just a cookie cutter van. It's crafted. It's something that we've listened. We said, hey, what do you want to go? What do you want to see? What do you want to do? And that's the difference between Crusader Caravans Melbourne and any other dealer. Dealer of the Year under the Crusader Caravans National Coverage recommendation. Crusader Caravans Melbourne, Crusader Caravans are here to support, grow, show, whatever you need. We want to listen, we want to hear, and we want to show you so much more that why you shouldn't just accept the bare minimum of construction. Timber's gone, aluminium's gone, composite's here, it's here to stay, it's making waves. And Crusader Caravans, Manufacturer of the Year 2024, Caravan of the Year in my opinion. This thing is absolutely out of this world. It's got the looks, it's got the glitz, it's got the glam. And I'd love to put your name on it. Or some names, or anyone else you know, just start writing names. Guys, please give us a call on 9359-2938. If you want to see anything more, please give us a yell. We have heaps to be able to show you. If you're after something tandem axle, single axle, you want to try and build a one-wheeler, hey, could be the first. Why not? We've done everything else first. Guys, head to our website, www.crusadercaravansmelbourne.com.au. you can email me, tell me, Mocky, you're full of nonsense, you talk too quick, at hello@crusadermelbourne.com, or alternatively, you can like and subscribe for the next video. We have a heap more coming. 2025, here we come. We're taking over, and yes, you should be scared. See you soon.
Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out more from Crusader Caravans Melbourne. We have plenty of tutorial videos, product highlights, and walkthrough videos for your next new Crusader Caravan. Thanks so much. Hit subscribe, push the notification bell so you stay up to date with all of our latest content. Thanks so much and happy caravanning.